Sigh of relief because we have it. We have the grip mats, folks. I know you've been saying, where are they? We need them back in stock. I'm telling you, if you have been waiting for this day, and
this
you're
was
like,
chaos. The
I
one
also
day we
want
had
the
these,
grids.
it was chaos.
It was chaos. This is a 6-piece set, folks.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the price that's on your screen, you're like, wait, I get all 6? Yes, you do. You do, because you get all the different sizes.
So you're getting 2
and the grids.
You're getting a large and a small, and then you're getting 4 grids. And what makes the grids important is I will explain to you. So you're getting one that can go on the bottom, one that can go on the top for both sets. You can mix them and match them. You can move them around. Let me talk about what the mats do that's so important to us. So we've got a lot of stencils. We've got a lot of intricate die cuts, right? When you only have 2 hands, and you're trying to use tools, and you don't necessarily want to have all the things. So normally, if I was doing a stencil, I would have to have like washi tape, right? And I'd tape it down, and I'd have to worry. So this, if you look real closely, I've put it on the magic mat, and you can see how it's sort of sealing around the edges. So that's another thing.
One of my favorite things.
I love this so much. I love it so much.
I have this exact set, by
so
the way.
if you're, because if you're someone, again, if you're someone that's new to crafting, if you're someone, and you can put this on a glass mat, if you want to move it around, you can put it on your table. I'm going to show you that in just a second.
Yes.
So I'm going to take this, I'm going to rub, and I'm going to do this like quickly, but see how it holds the stencil still. So I'm not worried about like, oh, this flipped up, oh, I've sort of messed up. This is a way, it's essentially giving you an extra pair of hands.
And I love that
so you can get right out to the edges.
But it gives you the security of knowing it's not going to wiggle. Because when you're stamping, I mean.
And it also lets you get like, if I had washi tape here, I would have had to been like, okay, be real careful. I don't get it. So then I can just do this little star, and I can do this fun stuff. And obviously I did it real quick. But when you peel this back, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
And then you're creating cards like this in just a few minutes. Everything's cleaned, by the way, then it all washes off with soap and water. Okay, but here's what I love about it. So I am a giant person with giant hands, but I also have a hard time holding like little tiny pieces when I want to make them look a little fancy.
Yeah.
So back in the day, I would have taken tweezers, and I would have held this up with tweezers, and I would have tried to ink this side, then I would have flipped it around, held it up with the other tweezers, tried to ink. It's dumb. Like, let's not do that anymore. With these little tiny die cuts.
Watch the magic.
Because you can also do it off to the side.
Look at this.
Look how, so I don't have to hold anything, right? This hand is free to do whatever I want to do.
These mats are so easy to clean.
And by the way, you can tap this off over here if you've got too much ink, right? But these little tiny intricate, and how would I get the edges? See how I'm able to get the very tiny edge of it with this?
It's the cure for all your distressing needs.
Yes, it is the hand, the extra hand that you didn't know you needed. I mean, I could do this all day because I'm obsessed with it. Look at the finished, look at the end result. How would you get this otherwise? Because you would be having to be like, okay, let me hold it here 1 second. Let me do it here. Let me hope that I don't get it on my fingers.
It looks like you bought that, specialty made, right?
It's so, for your intricate die cuts, this is a must. Okay, so let's talk about, you can put it on a glass mat. If we have any left later today, I will be.
I'm just telling you right now, do not wait on this item. We got it back in stock. People were saying they needed it. We only have 800 left.
Oh yeah, no,
and
you gotta
we
get
had quite a few because you begged for it, and we're running out of them.
And we're running out.
So you know.
So here it is on a glass mat, because if you want to move it around and you want to do some things, like I probably should have put this one on a glass mat, but you know, life goes on.
Yes, yes.
So it makes it easy. You can take it with you. But if you have sort of a traditional workspace and you know that you're going to be working on a lot of projects for the day, I'm going to try to pull this. Like, it's not, I am having to really make an effort to get it to come off. Yeah. So you can put this directly onto your workspace.
This is what I do.
Whether it's a glass table mat, whether it's a crop table, whether it's your kitchen counter. Work on your projects, and then when you're done,
look at this.
You just peel it up, wash it with soap and water, and it's going to be perfectly clean. It's going to be sticky, all of the things. Okay.
You just stick it right back on the contact
it's so good. So here's, now let me show you. Real quick before we run out of time.
So good.
So I don't know if you guys can see.
All the grid marks.
All the grid marks. So we went ahead and added, and I know it's hard to see because it's clear. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You can see it on my grid, on my mat. Okay. So what's so great about this is, these are card shapes.
Yep.
Traditional card sizes. So if you are trying to perfectly line up stamps, if you are trying to perfectly line up a die cut, if you're trying to perfectly line up a stencil, all the sentiments, this allows you to do it because you can put it under your grip mat. So then you are seeing exactly where you need to cut or to ink, exactly where you need to stamp, exactly. You can also, if you've got one of the cutting stamping platforms that has a lid that opens and closes. This fits perfectly inside there, so you will always get exactly what you need where you need it. If you want to have just one underneath so that you can line up your die cuts, if you're doing scrapbooking, it's got one that doesn't have the card measurements. So you're getting one that can go underneath, you're getting one that can go on top. All of these things are coming with the set. I just want to read before we run out of time because we have so much. So Diamond Press gives you all these instructions. If you're someone that has never done it before, Diamond Press tells you, here's what you do if you want to do it with a grip mat. Here's what you do if you want to do it without. Here's how you use paste. Here's how you do stenciling. Here's how you do die cuts. So if you are new to this and have never tried it before, Diamond Press is not going to leave you in the lurch. They are going to tell you exactly, here's how if you want to do off the edge stamping. Then it tells you how to clean it. It gives you all of the information, stamp alignment, everything you need to use this. Grab it while you can.
Did I tell you before that Diamond Press takes all the guesswork out? All the guesswork.
They just make it so easy.
Yeah.
So easy with the instructions.
Just within the last 5 minutes of that presentation, we sold 200 of these things. Yeah. So these, I tell you, I warned you about it before.
Also an amazing gift. If you have a friend in your life who's like, I don't need any more craft supplies, I have them all, I bet you they don't have this.
This is a utilitarian, but amazing
You've got
gift.
to go.
Just stick a bow on it.
Jared's
They'll be so
like,
happy.
please be done.
Jared's like, move on. We are going to take, we're going to take a quick break, but before that, I wanted to quickly mention that in case you're